Alright, hello everyone, my name is George Lee Cakes, and we're back in my implementation of FNAF inside of Unity with the HTC Vive. We're looking at what we finished up with last time, and unfortunately this video is not going to be the most fun. We need to do some house cleaning. What do I mean? Well, if we go to our outliner, which I have open right here, we can see that everything is named, well, very horribly. Nothing's properly named except for the pizzas right there and there. And even those might want to be unified together so that they're not separate game objects in the future. But either way, we do need to grab everything, rename things, and then of course make them work properly. So if we take a look over here and hit F, we can see we've got individual slices of pizza, and I think all of these are going to be slices. So let's take a look really quick. Looks like they're all quad slices. So let's rename them by coming up to here and renaming this to pizza quad underscore 01, enter, and now we have 01 through 010. Great. Let's see, we got pizza 1, so let's just call it whole pizza, or pizza whole underscore 01, enter. There we go, we have 0 through 7. We can group these if we want to. There's really no reason to introduce another transform into everything we're doing at the moment, so I'm not going to bother to do that. Then we have the bathroom gender signs, which are fine. We can go ahead and take a look at these ones, and we can see a lot of subgrouping going on here, which is a problem. We can see there, and there, and I'm guessing, I'm willing to bet most of these are empty. Delete all by type history, save, and take a look. And if we just start hitting F to frame up on things, I'm just trying to see if this even, looks like these are hidden. So let's go to, let's see, display, show selection, and G that as well. Hit F to frame up, and we can see it's just there. It has no purpose, so we can delete that. We can hit F again. I just like to hit F to frame up to make sure that these are really blank nodes. Delete. Once again, opening these up, taking a look inside. Once again, these are empty transforms, it looks like, from everything I was doing before, so I'm just going to delete them out. Just taking a quick look to make sure I'm not doing anything stupid. Once again, it looks like this is empty as well. Yeah, that's empty, so let's nuke that one, and this is empty as well. And polysurface 14 is the actual room. So what about cube? So that's the floor. So opening that up, let's just call this floor. Bathroom underscore floor, and let's just call this, oh, one of you need to be moved, so let's make this one moved over there. Delete that one, edit, delete all by type history again, and coming down here, let's just call this bathroom. There we are. And this one this is the wall, these are the walls of the bathroom, so bathroom underscore walls, bathroom walls, there we are. And ceiling male, ceiling female, hall, floor. I mean, technically I could break up the walls as well into separate objects. It really depends. I'm not doing any kind of optimization at the moment, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let's move these off under this group, and we have the gender signs, which you need to move also off to this group. There we are. So now we should have everything we need inside of one object, and edit, delete all by type history. What I probably want to do is change the transform locations for several of these objects, because where they are right now doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense. For instance, the ceiling should probably be, let's do modify center its pivot, do the same thing for the tops on those, and let's do the same thing for the floor. Save that out. Let's grab the entire bathroom, modify, and we'll just let it be as it is. I'm not going to reset any transforms at the moment. File, save scene as. Let's go to 4, and I'm just going to call it finished, or textured, or I don't know, something like that. Okay. Let's bring this into our main scene now. So file, save, file, recent files. I'm going to go to rough floor layout 4. If we're lucky, we'll be able to bring this in without any problem. So file, and let's see, import. Let's find the bathroom. So bathroom 04 textured. There we are. There's our bathroom right there. We can hold up hit that group, then move this over here, frame up on it, and do a W, D, and V key to move it, pivot over there, move this until it snaps to our location. I'm going to hide that for a second. I'm going to delete the old one. It looks like we actually have door frames that we can use, so display, show, all again, and that brings our bathroom into the actual scene. Great. And that should also be under bathroom underscore namespace of bathroom underscore 04 textured colon bathroom. We'll probably be getting rid of that namespace later on. And that works okay for me at the moment. We have a bit of a gap here, and that's because we need to merge these two areas together. Taking a look at the reference material, I made a mistake. Even though the camera shows that there's a direct connection between these two areas, it's not really like that. If we take a look at the reference imagery we have, you can see right here that the bathroom, or the kitchen I should say, goes off to a side and there's no opening right here. I'm going to leave it as an opening because we never get to see into the kitchen. It might be interesting to actually have a little bit of an opening right there. So I'll keep it for the moment. But anyway, that's pretty much what I need to do. And taking a look here at these frames really quick, these door frames, if I can grab one somewhere, frame up. So let's go to modify and center its pivot, frame up again. I'm trying to figure out why that looks like junk. Let's delete that one. Texture's a little off right there. Alright, so next up, let's jump into the supply closet, which is just off to the side. It's a very small room, it looks like. This apparently is the door, I think, right there. I guess the door's opened, and there's literally just a closet space with some, a mop, and a bucket, and a broom, and that's really it. So this is going to be pretty easy for us to do, and some various chemicals for cleaning, I'm sure. So our supply room, which is over here, is way too big. In fact, I'm willing to bet I can gut these two side areas and be fine with everything. So taking a quick look again, I will need them maybe a little bit. I'm going to grab both of these. I'm going to assume that I was smart and that I made them relatively equal. So it looks like I did. So I'm just going to move them inwards somewhat. And there's our supply closet. So frame up on that. Okay, so let's go ahead and export out our closet then. And the door is open, so I feel like it's probably a good idea for me to go ahead and grab the door with this and bring it out along with everything else. So let's go and do the whole thing. Is this in a group? What am I grabbing here? So we have security room. Under security room, something's being grabbed. Polycube 4. All right, we'll figure all that out later on. Let's grab it. File and export selection, my LT, and call this supply closet underscore 01. Export. I'll open up my bathroom really quick because technically it has all the materials in here that I need. I'm going to go to File and I'm going to go to Import, and I'm going to import into this. Let's see, actually, let's do it the other way around. Let's go into my supply closet. Don't save. And File, import into this, my bathroom for textured. Great. We can go ahead under here and get rid of the namespaces by going to Window and let's see, General Editors, Namespace Editor. I want to grab this and I want to merge this. So let's delete that namespace. Let's merge with root, refresh, close, and now I have the bathroom object in here along with all the materials as well, which is what I really care about. We can get rid of the signs, we can get rid of the pizzas, so let's just go in here, pizza, pizza, pizzas. All of them are gone. Actually, this whole thing can go because the materials are now brought in. So I'm going to delete all that, hit frame up on this. Might need to cut this up in half because it's a little bit wide. But really, we just need to separate things out. So let's grab all of you, and you, and you, and actually all of this too. There we are. We do not want the ceiling, so let's get rid of that. Perfect. Okay, and let's go shift right click and do extract faces. So now we have the top and the bottom. Now we have these two elements, faces, grab these, right click and extract faces on that as well. Now we have the top and the bottom, floor, ceiling, so forth and so on, walls. Right click, assign existing material, bathroom, what do we want? We want bathroom wall, and then we can go with ceiling, existing material, let's see, ceiling, and then we want this one, right click and existing material, floor. Checker floor. We still need to deal with the door. Let's see. So now let's start using our UVWs, or setting up our UVWs real quick. So now that we've done all the work already, it makes our lives a lot easier this time around. So UVW, let's just do planar. I'm going to do best plane. I'm going to keep width and height, and there we go. So let's take a look at our reference imagery right here. We can see that we do have the border right there. I need to pull that out, obviously, so that's still got to happen. We'll do that in just a few seconds. I think I'm going to cut this thing in half. So let's right click and insert edge loop tool and go to that tool really quick. Multiple edge loops, one right there down the center, another one right there down that center as well. Go to face mode, grab all of these and go to UVs, planar, and I'm going to do this along the Z axis, looking right here. And we'll hit apply. That's not what I want. Bounding box, there we are. And I'm going to grab all of this and all of this and hit apply as well. Now I've got those two done. And we're going to do this back bit here. And we need to grab the top bit and come at this from the x-axis. There we are. Great. And we can worry about alignment, soon enough. Let's just get all these elements in place really quick. Let's do the insert edge loop tool. We're going to use relative for this, and I'm just going to wing it somewhere there and somewhere there. And now that I have that, we can go to face mode, grab all the way around this entire thing, go to extrude faces, and pull this out ever so slightly. Good enough. Now that we've done that, I need to go back in and correct the fact that the extrusion is a little bit off. So let's fix that. So this guy right here, you're a little thick. So let's push you back. What do you say? And same thing with you right there. I'm guessing that's because it has nothing to constrain it, whereas the other elements do. I don't know. But when you get to that center part, it's pretty pushed out. So let's push it in. Whatever looks good to you, basically. At the end of the day is all that matters. You can either have moved in one set or moved in the other set. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to push them in because I believe they'll look better closer to the wall than further out. Okay, great. All right, so there's our supply closet. Now, if you want to, if you don't like the fact that the tops of these are kind of ugly, we can go in here now. And let's do edge mode and grab all of you across the top. Go to window, general modeling, UV editor. Open that up and just give it some texels to sample. And now we should have at least a little bit more geometry going on. We can see it sampling right there. It's an awful lot to be sampling right there. I'm just going to give it a little bit, just something. Especially, I mean, you're not going to see the underside, so the underside matters a heck of a lot less. I'm not even going to worry about that. But you might see the top from where we're going to be. So it's good to give it a little bit of texels to sample. Okay, so next up is the ceiling. So let's grab the ceiling now, go to face mode. I'm going to chop it in half like I did with the other one. And let's go to insert edge loop, multiple edge loops. One, go up here, go to face mode, grab you. Let's just do a planar, UVs, planar, Y direction, and apply. Grab you and hit the G key as well. Close off both those elements. Now we have that set up properly. Great. Save it on out and go to the bottom floor. Do the same thing once again. I probably should have done these cuts earlier. Would have been a little bit easier, but doesn't matter. Now we can grab all of you and also apply our UV planar mapping to that and do the G key on that as well. Take a quick look at it, see if it's all right. I don't see a problem with it. Looks fine enough. We do have some Z fighting going on with the border of this door. We're going to have to figure that one out. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with the borders yet because it's kind of up in the air, but something looks really wrong with it, that's for sure. Anyway, ceiling's done, that's done, that's done. The next thing we need to do is jump into creating, well, the broom, the pail. What else? The door has to be open. We need a light, which comes down and illuminates this entire area. And then we need this back bench thing. So that's probably going to be the easiest thing to create. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 flat rectangular pieces with 2 going up vertically, probably the same thing in the back. So let's just make that really fast, and we'll probably put an end to this video so it doesn't get too long. So let's go ahead and smush that on down and move it to there, frame on up, D to the bottom, V right there, move that up as well, scale this even thinner probably, and U in and out, and let's do D and V to the back, and V there, and V there, somewhere. There we go. Pull it out from the wall a little bit. And are we centered? Probably not, I'm assuming. I don't think I have a center line anywhere. Do I? No, it doesn't look like I do. Well, it doesn't matter so much. We'll ignore it for the moment. Let's build this. So Control D, we can move this up, Shift D, Shift D. So that's how high that is. Now that doesn't go anywhere. Actually, no, that's not half bad. It only goes up to the height of the this thing. So really, I was pretty darn close. If anything, this Shift D, maybe there, Shift D, somewhere along those lines, I'm thinking is probably close to the height for this thing. I didn't make these instances, I probably should have. Oh well. Let's just grab it. Come on, you can do it, Maya. There you go. Good job. And once again, grab this thing, Shift and bevel. I'm going to bevel these edges. Where's my bevel tool? Fine. Edges. Edges, please. Thank you. You know what? This floor is pissing me off. Let's hide it. Let's hide that too. Now we're just dealing with what we want to. Grab all of you. Let's just make my life easy. Let's unify everyone, because I'm probably going to be using the same texture anyway. Grab all the edges. Let's go to bevel edges. Let's go to segments 2, 3, and reduce that fractional amount a bit. Okay, there we are. Perfect. The backs aren't important. We could technically not bevel that part of it if we want to. It's probably a good idea, actually. I don't know what my poly count's getting up to at this point. Edges, grab all of you, and let's just bevel them. Bevel, segments 2, 3, and fractional amount a little bit lower. There we are. Good for me. And now we can make another cube, and we can start making the supports. So frame on up, scale in, D, V, X, and bring in someplace. There we are. Doesn't matter exactly, just get it close. Grab verts U up to the top. Nope, just up. Thank you. And I might want to delete that top face. So let's do that. Delete that face. Let's delete the bottom face on that as well. This doesn't cause me any problems with Z fighting anyway. Okay, save. Control D this, I guess. I could cut this whole thing in half if I wanted to and mirror it over, but it doesn't really matter. Let's grab both of these elements, Control D, W, and move it to the back, somewhere along that. Yeah, good enough. Now let's take a look really quick again at our reference material. That's pretty spot on, I'd say. If anything, I should probably start to unify all this stuff. And edges, I might want to just grab all of these and do a bevel and make that fractional amount really low. Why I'm introducing so many bevels? Just to smooth out the lines, really. I've probably got a pretty high poly budget, and nothing's, except for the animatronics, there's not a whole lot going on with this, so why not waste a little bit of it? Okay, I think that's going to be it. Display, let's go to show all, let's save, let's go to file, save scene as, and let's call this 02. And we'll call it cabinet. There we are. So yeah, I think we're going to end it for right there with this video, and we'll pick up with the cabinet and finalizing by putting up all the different cleaning supplies on here, probably adding our broom and the, what is it? The mop and the bucket in as well, and the light in the next video. Thanks very much. Remember, if you enjoyed this, give me a like. If you didn't enjoy it, don't just give me a dislike, also comment on why. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, feel free to subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Have a great day or night. So long. Bye.